WUFT TV News.
Welcome back. Some Gainesville fighters are making their way to a national championship. WUFT's Ashlyn Reese shows us how to get two boxers who are getting ready for the biggest fight of the year.
Sweat, hard work. With only a few days left until the United States Intercollegiate Boxing Association National Championship, these are some things the fighters behind the warehouse doors of Gladden's Boxing Club know a lot about.
Confident yet not cocky.
That's the attitude Laura Drondowski has going into the championship to defend her title. Drondowski will be fighting at 132 pounds in the novice category, one division weight class up from the beginner class she fought in last year.
As you get closer and closer to a fight, you tend to focus more on technical things. We probably train, in the past month or so, we've probably trained almost every day.
The tournament is 3 days long and will be held in California. The rules are simple. If you lose, you're out.
I expect Laura to win a national championship again. Her skill level is really phenomenal. I mean, she's a terrific athlete.
King also has 3 men heading to California as well. Among them, another fighter he believes can bring home a title.
It's like a roller coaster, you're like, yeah, you're super confident, I'm gonna kill this guy, and you're like, oh my god, this guy's gonna kill me, what am I gonna do?
At the championship, King says there's not much he can do but to provide psychological help to his fighters.
Now during the championship, King will be in his fighter's corner, which means he's there to spray them down, give them water, and provide them with tips on how to do better in the next round.
Going into the fight, nerves may catch hold of the fighters, but Belisario likes to remember that the challenge is why he got started in the first place.
Just funny thing, I watched Rocky, and I said, that's exactly what I want to do. There's this guy who's just getting beat up, bleeding all over the place, but he's just keep moving forward, This guy's just, no matter how hard it is, he just keeps moving forward, and that's what I want to do, That's the kind of person I want to be.
Ashlyn Reese, WUFT News.
The U.S. IBA Championship begins next Thursday and lasts through Sunday. If the fighters make it to the finals, they'll fight 3 days in a row. And we're joined now by Olivia Courtney in the studio. You've got more on another person taking a hit.
Yeah, let's get some entertainment news.
Yes, Taylor Swift also is training tough this week with Apple Music, but we'll get to that later. We start with the lawsuit by Cirque du Soleil. Justin Timberlake is the target of a copyright infringement. Cirque is claiming an illegal use of one of the original songs it uses. The show says a sample from its song in Queedom production is in Timberlake's Don't Hold the Wall track. The lawsuit seeks $800,000 in damages. Timberlake has been accused before of copyright infringement twice by other parties earlier this year. And after her death this week, Patty Duke fans are maintaining flowers on her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The Academy Award-winning actress died at age 69 of sepsis brought on by a ruptured intestine. The Sepsis Alliance hopes this will raise awareness of the condition. Duke rose to fame in the early 1960s playing identical cousins on her TV show, and she won an Oscar at age 16 for portraying Helen Keller in The Miracle Worker. Trumpeter Miles Davis is considered one of the pioneers of modern jazz. He was a whiz kid who left home for New York at age 18 to pursue his musical dreams. Actor Don Cheadle is not too bad himself. The Iron Man star learned how to play the trumpet so he could play Miles Davis, all in a movie he directed. Here's Raphael Seth with the box office preview.
If you're gonna tell a story, come with some attitude, man.
Don Cheadle ushers in the birth of the cool in Miles Ahead. He plays legendary jazzman Miles Davis in this biopic. It examines the innovator's life after years of not recording. Ewan McGregor is a magazine scribe seeking a story on a new album when he gets tabbed as an accomplice to help Davis find music that was stolen. Miles Ahead is rated R.
We are the Smiths.
The welcome wagon runs over Mike Epps and family in Meet the Blacks. This satire takes on the Purge movies with a deaf comedy twist. All crime is legal for one night after the black family moves into a posh neighborhood, and it seems that all the crazies have shown up on their doorstep. Meet the Blacks is rated R.
I can help them. I have a purpose.
Cliff Curtis is tired of being a pawn in The Dark Horse. He's a Maori chess champ battling bipolar disorder, so not much is expected when he leads a group of underprivileged kids to the New Zealand Chess Championships. The Dark Horse is rated R.
We have a little tradition welcoming the new guys. Freshman batting practice!
Blake Jenner gets hazed and confused in Everybody Wants Some. He's a varsity baseball player at a Texas college in this Richard Linklater flick, and the freshman finds he's getting more action off the field than on it. Everybody Wants Some is in select theaters. That's the box office preview. Raphael Seth, NBC News.
And after some bad blood between Taylor Swift and Apple, the pop star is now the face of a new Apple Music ad. The video shows Taylor running on a treadmill while rapping Drake and Future's song Jumpman, and the internet is absolutely loving it. Take a look. You see her jamming, she's running, and boom, right down on her face. That never gets old at all. That's just so great.
I also was a big fan of that. I saw that earlier this morning. Hilarious to me.
I love the track Jumpman. Also, that's why I don't work out. It's just too dangerous.
That's why.
Things like that.
She goes, oh, it's based off real life things. I'm like, I understand, Taylor. I
understand. All right, thank you, Olivia. Now, if you were planning on going to the Spring Arts Festival this weekend, you should know the times are going to be a little bit different this year. It's going to be closed on Saturday because of the rain and then open later on Sunday because of heavy wind.
Yeah, Gator Baseball is hoping the rain won't put a damper on their games. What should we expect from this weekend, Amanda?
Well, it's dry out here right now. It's not going to be a weekend washout for the baseball game series. It's pretty cloudy out. It looks like it could sprinkle, but the only thing on Storm Track radar I'm tracking is a strong storm south of Palatka. It's moving northwest, not going to affect Alachua County at all. The 3 games, though, look to be dry for baseball. There are some other sports playing this weekend in the morning, and midday games on Saturday will not be dry. I'm tracking a strong front that will start to arrive tonight, but it'll be a little bit warm tonight. But the first pitch will be at 7 o'clock, and it's going to be warm and humid. But for this front, I'm tracking it. I'm watching some storm reports that have come in over the past 24 hours. It's been producing multiple severe weather reports across the plains. A tornado was reported this morning just north of Tallahassee. Now, on satellite and radar, this low pressure has just developed over the course of the past 24 hours, and it's slowing the system down just a little bit, but it will cause it to speed up tomorrow. For Threat Tracker, though, the severe weather risk will continue as this front continues to move further close to our area. It'll arrive tonight. Rain chances really start to increase after midnight, but the highest chances are going to be tomorrow morning. But there is a low risk for some wind damage tomorrow when this front does move through. We're going to have some heavy rains and gusty winds with some of the stronger cells. So it's a perfect time to download our new app called Florida Storms. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and you can always use that new app to track these storms as they're moving in. It'll provide you customized alerts right on your mobile phone. But for my headlines, I'm going to break down the front for you. It's going to arrive earlier than we had originally thought this week, but the heaviest will be arriving between 6 and 7 o'clock, ending by 3 o'clock. So like I said, the games this weekend will be dry, but they're all going to be a little bit different. Now, rainfall amounts will be between half an inch to an inch in most areas. Of course, there will be heavier in pockets of rain. But after the front, it's going to be noticeably cooler with below normal temperatures expected Sunday night and into Monday. Now, if we look at future track, rain chances increase early tonight as that front starts to move in. We could see a few prefrontal showers, but when the line of showers and storms arrive, it'll be between 6 and 7 o'clock. We could see some showers lingering until around 10 or 11 o'clock, but really after that, I think most areas are really going to start to dry out, and most areas will be dry by 3 o'clock. The second pitch tomorrow for us here starting at 7 o'clock will be dry and a little bit cooler as well, as that cooler air really starts to filter in. Now, I mentioned rain tracker, about a half an inch to an inch is expected in most areas, and around 7/10 of an inch here in Gainesville, but heavier amounts are expected in heavier pockets of rain. Now, if we skip to my 6th day, just a recap, it's not a weekend washout. We are going to be drying out by tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be cooler Sunday and Monday morning. Extra cool Monday morning. You'll want the jackets. Sunny skies will prevail for the rest of the week. I'm live from McKeithen Stadium for UF Weather. Back to you.
Thank you, Amanda. And once the action gets going on at the Diamond tonight out there at McKeithen Stadium, Florida baseball is going to have a tough test.
Oh, definitely. The Gators are taking on the #1 ranked Texas A&M Aggies. Sports anchor Ryan Nelson joins us now with more details.
That's right. The Gators had an unceremonious fall from #1 last week following back-to-back losses to Kentucky, but they beat Florida State earlier this week and seem to have things back on track. Coming up in sports, we'll have a live preview from the game. We'll have a live preview from McKeithen Stadium. Don't go anywhere. Sports is next.